It seems like just yesterday that we marveled at Aroldis Chapman and his electric fastball. Not that Chapman isn't still impressive, especially considering his consistency over a 14-year career so far, but hitting 100 miles per hour with a fastball just isn't what it used to be. Some would say the novelty of triple digits is gone, but is its effectiveness? The average fastball velocity has increased by almost 2 miles per hour since 2008, which may not seem like a lot until you consider the steep increase in the past 3 seasons. Adding almost a mile in that span alone, plus seeing a 250% increase in the number of pitches over 100 miles per hour. Since 2021, triple-digit pitches are about as ubiquitous as bad calls by C.B. Buckner. Seriously though, triple-digit fastballs are more common than both stolen bases and double plays. Not to mention the 27 pitchers that hit 100 miles per hour in April of 2023 matches the total for the entire season a decade ago. But lately, it seems like every bullpen can send out multiple arms that hit triple digits. With hitters becoming more accustomed to the elite velocity, it isn't the advantage that it used to be. But pair this kind of raw talent with expert pitching development, and you've got a recipe for something special. There's a new kid on the block, and you're going to want to remember the name. It only took him 2 MLB appearances to steal headlines as reliever of the day on the Pitching Ninja, and that's 23-year-old rookie Abner Uribe. You may think this kind of velocity is a commodity at this point, but that's until you consider who will be developing this pitcher, watering them until they blossom into a beautiful back-end bullpen arm, and then putting them in the best position to succeed. And that's with the pitching development expert, Milwaukee Brewers. Despite their excellent pitching development and the impressive collection of pitching studs that have hurled the ball for the crew, Uribe is doing something that has never been seen before in a Brewers jersey, breaking records amongst some impressive locker room competition and mowing down some of the league's best hitters in the process. The future is incredibly bright for Abner Uribe. Let's see why. Welcome back to Brew City Baseball. If you're new here, take a second to hit that like and subscribe button so you never miss a video. If you've been here before and you're already subscribed, you're the best. I appreciate you. I know some of you have been waiting very patiently for this upload. Sorry, it's been a bit of a busy summer, but I'm still here to make exciting Brewer content that I hope you all enjoy, especially with the exciting end of the season stretch coming up. And with that, let's get right into today's video. If you know anything about the Milwaukee Brewers, chances are you know that as of late, pitching has been their strength. Not just in terms of results on the big league diamond, but through the development of above average and elite talent from the minors. Over the past decade, the Brewers have brought several star pitchers to the spotlight, taking a fiery left-handed reliever and turning him into a cheat code at the end of games. Then, developing his eventual replacement with a devastating changeup that's opposite in every way to haters' elite fastball. Even the path for the Cy Young Award winner on their staff wasn't without quite a few bumps. Corbin Burnes went from one of the worst pitchers in all of baseball in 2019 to the most dominant pitcher in the game in 2021, doing a complete 180 on his career. The list of examples could really go on, as Milwaukee always seems to snag a completely new bullpen every season, but get the best out of the relievers while they're in the 4-1-4. Take the emergence of Joel Payamps and Elvis Peguero, for example, who have emerged seemingly out of nowhere to lock down games before hitters are devastated by Devin Williams' airbender. Even the often memed and unbelievable losing pitcher Jordan Lyles miraculously had 2 seasons with an above-average ERA+, a stat that measures a pitcher's effectiveness at preventing runs against the league average pitcher, with both taking place in Milwaukee. Shout out to And That's Baseball for catching this impressive Lyle sanity run in 2019, too. It's not a mystery why they're so good at it either. With an established, high-tech pitching lab that leverages advanced data and analytics that provides an advantage to Brewers hurlers. In addition to David Stearns,
goodbye, dear friend.
The pitching lab is certainly one of the more valuable off-the-field assets in the league. This type of pitching development is a key reason for Milwaukee's success over the past 8 seasons. The Brewers see potential and know when to buy in, even if they don't all work out. Take Josh Lindblom, for example, or Matt Bush. But more often than not, they're able to get incredible value out of their bullpen. Take this expert development and mix that with the raw skill of Abner Uribe, and this could be just the beginning of his dominance in the Cream City. Uribe remained off the radar of draft boards and college scouts, a hidden talent waiting to be unearthed in the Dominican Republic. Instead of being selected in the draft, Uribe signed for $85,000 in 2017, with his fastball consistently clocking in the low 90s. Everything changed when Uribe found himself in the quiet town of Biloxi, Mississippi, home of the Brewers' AA affiliate Biloxi Shuckers. In Biloxi, Uribe had access to the exceptional pitching coaches, the same ones that nurtured Cy Young winner Corbin Burns, as well as other elite starters like Freddie Peralta and Brandon Woodruff. Just 1 year later, Uribe's fastball velocity soared to an average of 100.8 miles per hour, and he boasted a remarkable 1.44 ERA with 31 strikeouts over 25 innings pitched in the minors. This video of him getting called up to the majors is a perfect example of the magic of baseball. Uribe's seemingly improbable dream of making it to the majors, despite going undrafted and unnoticed, finally became a reality. Similar to his approach with other new relievers in the past, manager Craig Counsell has gradually introduced Uribe to the major leagues by placing him in less pressure-packed situations. Counts recognizes the importance in easing Uribe into his role, saying that while Abner throws really hard, it's about harnessing it. You can get away with stuff, with velocity, but they'll make you pay for easy pitches down the middle. This protected usage approach has allowed Uribe to acclimate to the big leagues while minimizing the stress he faces. However, as the crew intensifies its efforts to secure the NL Central, Uribe has been entrusted with higher leverage roles and has embraced the spotlight so far. Uribe was called up to the team on Saturday, July 8th, and he made his impact known from the start. In his first big league appearance on the same day, Uribe went 2 innings against the Cincinnati Reds in Milwaukee, giving up 1 run on 2 hits while striking out 2 in his debut. While the Brewers would lose that game, in big part due to another show-stopping rookie, yeah, this was the Elly De La Cruz stolen base game, but Uribe showed his stuff was no joke. Uribe took over the top pitch velocity for that game, which would become a theme over his next few appearances, holding down the top 5 fastest pitches from the game. As one teammate would say, his fastball has "F*** you" written all over it. He continued to show flashes of his potential in the next outing on July 18th and 20th, hitting speeds up to 102.2 miles per hour versus the Phillies, while dazzling hitters at the plate and striking out 5 more over 2 1/3 innings in those 2 appearances. That 102.2 mile per hour pitch would be the fastest pitch Baseball Savant has ever tracked by a Brewers pitcher in the pitch tracking era. Well, until Uribe would break his own record just a few days later. Uribe hit 103.3 miles per hour on August 3rd in his appearance versus the Twins. Yes, Brewers Reddit, you're right. This is an absolutely appropriate reaction to have watching Uribe on the mound.
Someone cooked here.
103.3 miles per hour is quite the bar to set, but if anybody on this staff has a chance to beat that, my guess is it would be Uribe again. Getting one of the highest honors, Uribe caught the attention of the holy pitching ninja after just his second big league outing, earning this praise from one of baseball YouTube's most beloved as
my filthiest reliever of the day yesterday was Abner Uribe. Remember this name because you're probably going to be seeing a lot of him here. He threw the fastest pitch by a Brewer in the pitch tracking era at 102.2 miles an hour and has an 80 grade fastball, which if you know scouting scales is as high as you can get.
This isn't the only time he got a shout out from the pitching ninja either, who graciously cracked the code. It's actually
Black magic possessed evil sinker. Look at that.
black magic that lets Uribe throw this nasty slider. Thanks for the explanation, pitching ninja. I was starting to think it was my lack of talent preventing me from throwing a slider like that, but instead, I just need to make a deal with the devil. Considering the elite velocity he's able to reach consistently, like many other flamethrowers out there, control will be the deciding factor in how successful he will ultimately be. He is yet to give a home run yet, and that's even with facing guys like Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton. Uribe ranks in the 99.5th percentile for fastball velo, which is obviously pretty impressive. Take these next rankings how you will, as Uribe still does have a pretty small sample size, but so far in the majors, Uribe has excelled in xERA, x batting average, whiff percentage, K percentage, barrel percentage, and ground ball percentage, all of which make the argument that he's showing great potential for a 23-year-old rookie. Like I mentioned earlier, one of the biggest concerns for Uribe is his ability to command his pitches. While his repertoire includes a four-seam and a slider, right now it's his nasty sinker that is generating much of his success on the mound, and he's clearly choosing to lean on this pitch because of it. While having such a powerful fastball doesn't guarantee success, but master sequencing with a sinker with this kind of movement, and that could be trouble for big league batters for years to come. Remember how we talked about Uribe's baseball savant rankings earlier? Well, on the other side of the coin, Abner's been considerably below league average in a few concerning categories: average exit velocity, chase percentage, walk percentage, and hard hit percentage. To me, these concerns are legitimate. While Uribe has been able to overpower hitters with his nasty stuff, he's also not fooling many batters either and has struggled with command. While he's striking a lot of batters out, he also walks quite a few, with a 31K to 16 walk ratio in his 26 innings pitched. Compared to league average of 22.7%, Uribe is striking out batters at a significantly better rate of 29.3%. But his 15.1 walk percentage is nearly double the league average of 8.6. Another concern is how well opponents are seeing the ball versus Uribe. While hitters don't always catch up to his stuff, when they do, they usually hit it hard, with a 90.2 average exit velocity and 43.1% hard hit percentage, both above league average. In addition to his lack of control, he's simply not fooling too many batters with a pretty low chase rate at 24.7%. One potential reason for this could be Uribe's reliance on fastballs that, despite 99th percentile velocity, only ranks in the 25th percentile for fastball spin, allowing hitters to lock onto pitch location a bit easier. Obviously, another concern with pitchers that throw such a high velocity is the increased risk of injury they face. There's a positive correlation between velocity and injury rate, so the faster pitchers throw, the more likely an arm injury is imminent. Unfortunately, Uribe has already been bitten by the injury bug, but luckily for the Brewers, they seem to have avoided anything serious. Uribe experienced some shoulder discomfort in a recent outing on September 15th against the Nationals, which appears to have just been a cramp. Encouragingly, Uribe finished off the inning but has been given a few days off, likely as a precaution with such a young and valuable asset. So far, Uribe has certainly begun capturing the attention of MLB hitters and fans. I mean, it's hard not to be impressed watching a guy throw a ball 103 miles per hour. The potential is certainly there for Uribe, and based on past results, being within the Brewers organization could be the perfect place for Uribe to blossom into a lockdown reliever for years to come. With a full offseason with the club right around the corner and access to the Brewers' expert pitching lab, I'm excited to see what Uribe will look like in the following seasons. Does he add another off-speed pitch, maybe a devastating changeup, or does he add some rotation to his fastball and really become elite? Only time will tell, but with the run of dominant relievers the crew has developed over the past few seasons, I'd bet on his talent to rise to the top and maybe break some additional records along the way. Before you go, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more exciting baseball content. And let me know down in the comments below, what kind of future do you envision for Uribe? Do you think he's poised to be the next Brewers lockdown closer? Let me know down in the comments below. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time, baseball fans.